Hello, I'm Nicole Northgarden and it's Thriftmas Day 3. I have a mini thrift haul and Thriftmas Advent Day 3 giveaway. Here we go. Hello you all and welcome to Thriftmas Day 3. So we are here. If you missed the first two videos, I am attempting to do Thriftmas this year, which is kind of a countdown, count up to Christmas, however you want to think about it. And yeah, doing it for multiple reasons. I've never done it. Thought I would give it a try. My algorithm is already in the toilet, so why not take some risks? And I love Christmas, so it's a good way to have some interaction with you throughout the season. So what I will be doing in each of these Thriftmas videos is giving you a mini thrift haul. So 5 items that I've recently found at the thrift store. And then also doing a little, I'm calling it our Thriftmas Advent Giveaways. So counting up from 1 to 25, giving away little vintage cards. Postcards are one thing, and then also cross stitch patterns, because there's a bit of a cross stitch following on this channel because I love to cross stitch. So I'm getting rid of some patterns that either I've decided I'm not going to stitch or things that I've already stitched and I don't need to hold on to anymore. So that is what is coming. And yeah, I'm doing a different giveaway each day. I might also include some little vintage ornaments, just as a little surprise here and there. I found a few that I could easily mail. I'm trying to keep it to things that I can mail in a regular card. So maybe something that I can mail in a package once or twice throughout the season. We'll see. We will see. So today, yeah, it's snowy here in Minnesota. I think I mentioned it snowed over the weekend and it's now flurrying. That's the thing in Minnesota. Sometimes it'll snow a little bit every day. We don't get a lot of big snowstorms. Sometimes we do get one or two, but mostly we get a lot of snow over a long period of time. So that is what is happening today. Yeah, so it's other than that, it is very cold. And yeah, I am going to show you my cross stitch project today. I didn't show that in my last 2 videos because they were Thriftmas videos and I was trying to get through all the details of what Thriftmas will be, but I wanted to show that to you today. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to start with my cross stitch project. So each year I like to complete an ornament for our family. I need to cover. You're not allowed to show the pattern online because then someone can like take it and then it like violates copyright. So I am going to cover, well, what am I going to use? I'll just use this book because the pattern is on the same page as the picture of the ornament. So this is the ornament I'm making this year. It is from Just Cross Stitch, just Christmas 2025. I think it's called Christmas or December. But I thought it was really cute. It's just a little alphabet and a bird and a tree. There are some other ones in here. There's another one, at least one other that I want to make that has a puppy dog entangled in lights. And it totally reminds me of our dog Sherman. But I haven't started that one yet. But this is the one. This will have the year on it. This is like our ornament for this year. Okay, so I can put this back and put this down. And let me get it out. So here is my progress. Well, I'll just put it back on this book. Sometimes it's better if you have like a backing to put it on. Okay, this is my progress. I'm super pleased with it. Yeah. So this is a DMC color that goes from like dark red to light red. So if you could see the variegation there, it's all one thread, but it just, if you stitch it 1 X at a time, rather than doing a lot of X's all at once, like, okay, so there's multiple ways to cross stitch, but one way is that you do your leg like this, and then you come back and go like this. But another way is just 1 X at a time. And if you want to capture the variegation in a thread, you do 1 X at a time. So that's what I did to get that effect. And yeah, now I'm over here and I'm working in the tree. I also need to still add the beak and the eye to the bird. And then I'm not great at them, but I've done some French knots for the holly berries here. I sort of forgot, and I have to go and do some holly berries here. Like I put X's in, but then I was like, oh wait, those are supposed to be French knots. Actually, they were charted as just X's, but I like the French knots better. So I decided to do that. But I need to go do that on that other one. And then there will be more, there's going to be a little snow, I think, on the tree. And then some more holly down here. So it's almost done. I'll probably finish it in the next day or two. When it's done, I will be sure to show you. And then I have to finish it into an actual ornament. That's always the challenge. But at least once a year at Christmas time, I do some fully finishing, which is where you take your cross-stitched piece and you turn it into something that you can use. So I do that at Christmas time to at least do our ornament, and then I usually have a few other projects that I'll either frame or make into pillows or whatever at that time, but I really only do it once a year. I should do it more often, but I just don't have a lot of time. So okay, so that's my cross stitching. Now I'm going to do my thrift haul. Let me get organized here. Okay, let me move. Today will be a vintage card giveaway, so I have that set out. But let's go ahead and look at what I found. Some 5 items that I found at the thrift store this week. And these were, I think, at Goodwill. Yes, Goodwill. So this is a kid's bank, not bank. Wow, I thought it was a bank at first, but it's a tissue holder, a tissue box holder. But it's the game Minecraft. And I don't know if I've mentioned this, but in our resale booth, I have a resale booth. In that booth, we do a lot of reselling of like popular culture. And so Minecraft is something that sells pretty well for us. So I will sell this, not for too much, but I'm sure some child would love this in their room. Yeah. Or someone who's like my son's age. So that was a fun find. I paid $3.99. I'll probably sell it for like $10. Okay. Then, which do I want to show you next? Oh, I love this so much. This is for me. This will go here in the craft room. This was $3, which is kind of high. Oh, but I think I got this on 50. That's right. I had seen this at the thrift store multiple times and I didn't pick it up because it was $3. But then I went in and they were having 50% off of everything in the store. So I was able to get this for $1.50, which is much better. And so I think it's really cute. I have little things like this around the craft room. You can see this one is a little kid praying. I have some other ones, a baby portrait up here. I just think they're so sweet. So I kind of pick them up when I find them. This is not actually old. It's based on a piece of old artwork, but this was created in 1992. It says 1992 Keepsake Baby Plate by Roseanne Kalisjan. Porcelain trimmed in 22 karat gold. And it was put out by Avon, 1992. So I really like that. That will stay here. I'll probably put it in a plate hanger and hang it on the wall somewhere. Okay. Oh, this is just a little something. We won't count this as one of the items, but I got this for 50 cents. They're just puffy stickers. I love puffy stickers. They remind me of my childhood. So those will be somewhere in my crafting stuff. Okay, so that's item number 1. Minecraft was number 1. The plate is number 2. This is number 3. This is going to the shop. It's a macrame Christmas tree. Yeah, not much to say about it other than macrame Christmas tree. These sell pretty well. Yeah, that's how the other side looks. I don't know what's supposed to be the right side. Is it this side or this side? I almost like the way this looks better, but I have a feeling this is supposed to look like the needles on a Christmas tree. Either way, people can decide for themselves, right? So that will go to the pink elephant. That is item number 3. And then these were also from Goodwill, but a different day at Goodwill. So I got these for $1.99 a piece. I have sold these before. They are made in Sweden trays, wooden trays, and they're very popular here. I think you've probably heard me say before that Minnesota is a largely Swedish, has a large Swedish population and Norwegian population. Those are the people that settled the area. And so that is the main ethnicity of the people that are here. So you find a lot of like Swedish culture items, and these wooden trays are something I have found multiple times and sold multiple times. They're very popular. They say made in Sweden right here. So there's the sticker. And then this one also says made in Sweden right there. So those were $1.99 each at Goodwill. And I will put them at the pink elephant. So that's item number 4. And then one more is a butter bell. I got this for myself. So we are some of those controversial people that like to keep our butter out on the counter. My children don't all love that, but Chris and I love it because I like to be able to spread the butter. He feels the same way. So we've always just kept it on the counter, but now that we don't have as many people in our house, it tends to sit longer. So this is made for keeping it on the counter. You put water in the bottom and that water keeps the butter cool. So that is the plan. This was $7, which was a lot. Oh no, I got it on 35% off day. I got this on Black Friday when everything was 35% off. So what's that? 70 times 3, 210 off. So like just under $4. But it's really nice. I'm not sure it was ever used. It's modern. It's made in China, but that's fine. I just thought it was really pretty, and it will serve my purpose of keeping our butter cool on the counter. So you can tell me in the comments, are you a butter in the fridge or a butter on the counter person? No shade to anyone who keeps it in the fridge. I'm just curious. Generally, we are in the minority when I ask that question, like at a social gathering. We get some flack for keeping it on the counter, but I just like when it's soft. So anyway, and I've never gotten sick from it thus far, so I guess it's fine. So, okay, so those are my 5 items in my mini thrift haul. Now let's go ahead and do our little giveaway for wow, it's hard to say today. Thriftmas Advent Day 3. Okay, so today is a vintage card. This says made in USA, series 743 postcard. It was never used. And it says friendship. Oh, it's a Christmas, Christmas greeting. It has a little, like a farmstead here and a person, maybe snowshoeing or something. Maybe, I don't know, skiing or cross-country skiing or snowshoeing or something. Trudging through the snow. And it says, friendship blooms in Yuletide sunshine. Friendship thrives in Yuletide snows. Friendship lives through joy and sorrow, touching hearts with its repose. So you gotta love a poem. So that is the card for today. And if you would like to win and be entered into a drawing for this vintage card, I will send it to you in a Christmas card. So you also get a Christmas card from me. I will not write on this, but I will send it in the mail. And the rules are that you have to be 18 years old or older to enter. You have to live in the US or Canada. And you have to send me an email to northgardenmedia@gmail.com. And in the subject line of your email, please say Thriftmas Advent Day 3. And then in the body of your email, please include your first and last name and your mailing address. I will not say your last name on my video. I will not use your last name publicly. I will say Mary T from Wisconsin is the winner. And because you're giving me your address, I will be able to mail it and not have to chase anyone down. No one has to come back to give me their address. I don't like to do it where you do it in the comments, because then if people don't come back to listen to the video, you never get your winner, etc., etc. I know people use that for engagement on their video. I can't be bothered. It's too much trouble. So just write me an email with your first and last name and your mailing address if you want to be entered in the drawing for that item. And then what I'm planning to do is do like 5 at a time or 6 I'll probably mail everything on a Saturday morning. So however many that means, get mailed out at a time. That is my plan, because I don't have a lot of time to go to the post office other than on a Saturday morning. So, okay, so that is Thriftmas Day 3. I hope you're enjoying these videos and this idea, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for Thriftmas Day 4. Thanks for watching. Bye.